trade through the water, archaeology evidence, what is, like, it got fringes on the borders of their garments, right? Because the so-called Mexicans are Israelites from the tribe of Issachar. How you doing?
Yes, sir. What we got, brother? I can give you about 5 minutes. I got to put my clothes on.
Okay. Do you see yourself on the side, your father? See your father on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Where at, brother?
On the right is what the world would call you, and according to the Bible is what you are on the left.
Okay.
Right, so where you see yourself at, Judah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's mighty because that's the same tribe that Christ from, right?
Okay.
Right? You know who this man is? You know who this is?
Here's to be the Antichrist, the devil.
Yeah, this actually is the devil. But the world paints him to be Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know how Jesus Christ looked according to the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
How he look?
Oh, no, I don't know how. According to the Bible, blonde, blue eyes.
Oh, nah, that's not true, bro. So that's why we come out here to break down the stronghold that was put on our people, right? Can we show you how he looked according to the Bible? Let's show you.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Let's jump to verse 13. So.
Verse 13.
Verse, 13.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
So John the Revelator, or Al Patmos, who the world called Jesus Christ, true name Yahweh Shah, and the oldest Hebrew, he's revealing to John the Revelator how he looks, right?
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So Christ had a garment down to the foot, right?
And girt about his paps with a golden girdle.
Right?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Right? Who have woolly texture hair today?
Us are the Jews.
Right, us. We got woolly texture hair today, right? Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right, so we know what color brass is, right? Right, it's brown, right? Like mine and your color, right? So he was so dark, read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So that's how dark Christ was, right? So that's why we put devil horns on this man, because this isn't Christ.
Yeah, blue eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what they gave us and told us it was Christ, but that ain't what the Bible said. So Christ look like this. What you think his people look like? Yes. All right, give me Acts 13:1. Acts 13:1. We're gonna show you what the prophets was called in the Bible.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Because there's nothing new under the sun, read.
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
That was called what?
That was called
So
nigger.
the prophets of old was called nigger, right? Right? So we know that all the prophets in the Bible was Israelites. Right? So if Christ would look like the so-called black man, his people have to look like that too. Right? Now you don't have to get that. But you know, it's a reason. Have you ever wondered why we had a Bible society? Go to Jeremiah 17.
I wonder why we are hated so much.
Right, because actually God said that would happen to the Israelites for disobeying his commandments. And as you get some of them through, we're going to show you.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83,
Start with verse 2. Start with verse 2.
verse 2.
Bring it out.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Right, so the Most High got to give us who the Israelites' enemies are today, right? Because we have enemies according to the Bible. There's 18 nations, right? The Israelites make up one nation, so that means it's 17 other nations. Right?
And they that hate thee have
Like you
lifted
said, we're hated, right?
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, they have taken crafty counsel against us, right? Because, for example, we're not supposed to be eating pork, right? According to the Bible, Leviticus 11:7. But they put pork in literally everything, so it's hard to avoid pork, right? Man, they put in, what they put in brushes, footballs, right?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's why we don't know who we are anymore. That's why every couple of years our nationality changes, right? African American, Afro American, what else they got? Color, right? You know, all Negro. Right?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
All right, so all the other 17 nations, they literally clicked up, you know, took crafty counsel against us, so our name can be no more in remembrance, so we won't know who we are anymore. Because we are the real Jews. We are the real Israelites according to the Bible. You know, and it's a reason why we went into slavery on ships. Right? That's in the Bible. We're going to show you that through the Spirit. Go to Deuteronomy 28. Real quick. So we start at verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, so Moses is talking to the Israelites because he just got finished delivering them from the hand of Pharaoh. Yeah, Egypt, right? So he said if we don't listen to the Most High God, all these curses are going to come upon us. Read verse 16.
Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Who, as a people, who you think is cursed in the city? Right? You got gangs, right? You know, you got the projects. You got living on Section 8 food stamps, right? Cursed shalt thou be in the city. But what else?
And cursed shalt thou
Pull
be
around to the back. Pull around to the back.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
What?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who was cursed in the field? We was, right? When we got off on slave ship, right? Now, like I said earlier, us going into slavery on ship, that's one of the curses mentioned out come upon the Israelites. That's how we know we are Israelites today. Go to verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Right, but the Lord is speaking in similitudes, right? You know, because Egypt is synonymous with bondage. Every time the Israelites was in Egypt, what was we doing? We were slaves. Go to Exodus 22.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
All right, so Egypt is synonymous with bondage, right? So the Lord wasn't literally saying we was going to go back into the middle of Egypt, but we was going to go, you know, back in those same conditions, right? The conditions of Egypt.
Can I get y'all a card?
You got a phone, YouTube?
Let me get your number, then I'm gonna call you. Call me.
My phone over there. You give me your number?
My son here to pick me up. Then y'all have my number. Come on, stupid phone. All right, what's your number? 803.
443 5250.
Okay, and that's me. My name Vanny. It should be coming to you right now.
Lamar,
Okay.
We'll send in our contact number.
Okay, and what's your name again? I'm going to create a new contact.
Lamar for him. And then I'll give you my number and you call him. Because my phone is, we using my phone to record.
Before I say. Okay.
So you can just hit us up. You got any questions? Man.
Okay.
We actually
And that's knowledge. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have a Muslim friend.
Muslim.
Too much.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Quran is toilet paper. I'm gonna be quite honest.
Yeah.
Muhammad was a pedophile. If you read the Quran.
And getting other women pregnant, putting them in asylum. Figured, preach the Bible, but he couldn't. He preach it.
Can we give you one commandment, brother?
Yeah.
Before you go, one commandment. Kiss 11 you eat pork, brother?
No, sir.
You eat shrimp, crab, and lobster?
I can't eat none of that because of my gout.
Okay, good. So, because the Lord said we're not supposed to eat those.
Mhm.
Give you Numbers 15:30. Actually, what's that? Leviticus 19.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 27.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Right? You cut your beard, brother?
I'll show you.
Okay, so we're not supposed to be doing that, right? That's actually a sin, according to the Bible. Right? So I don't know if you have to for your job or not, right? Because we are still in captivity, according to the Bible. But we got to keep the commandments to the best of our capabilities. So if you can, if your job does allow you to go up here, you got to go out for the Lord, right? Now, are you going to be able to do that?
Well, I'm a security officer at Splatter River site.
So they force you to cut it?
Boy, they like for us to keep a clean shave.
Okay, so let's get you the numbers. We're going to have to make changes for the Lord.
Yeah.
And we got to put the commandments over our lives.
Yeah.
This would be an easier one that you can, start keeping sooner.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Right? You see this? These are fringes. Right? Fringes.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right, ribbon of blue. That's it. Now,
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
Right, so fringes is supposed to be for a reminder to keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Mm-hmm.
When you got to go off and do something that you know is contrary to the laws of God, you will have your fringes to look down upon and say, I'm not supposed to be doing that.
Gotcha.
Right, so if you could get some fringes, that'd be amazing in the eyes of the Lord.
What kind of purchase them?
You could just look up Hebrew Israelite fringes on the
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So one more, let's show you how God feels about an Israelite according to the Bible. This will be the last one. We'll let you go.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people
Alright, so holy means separate. So the Lord said you were separate people.
unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee
Alright, he chosen you, brother. Read.
to be a special people unto himself, above all people,
Equal to.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Alright, so the Lord said you are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Don't that make you feel good inside?
Yeah.
Because, the world tells you ain't nothing. Right? And slavery, the white man told us we 3/5 of a man, something like that. Right? But the Lord said we above all people upon the face of the earth.
Right.
Because we his chosen people. Right? So with that, we're going to leave you with that. You can test the number. All of
Okay.
y'all is wrong. Right?
Okay. All right.
You can test the number.
All right, brother.
And,
All right, brother.
We give you our YouTube channel, right? We also got a camp. Our leaders in Chicago, right?
Okay.
Our leaders in Chicago. Right? So we got 2 channels. You can test the number. We can give you that channel.
Okay.
You can look into
I'll
the
text it.
information.
I'll text it to this.
You gotta look into the information, bro.
I will, brother.
Learn more.
I
All right,
will.
brother. When you contact or text this number,
Okay.
we'll also give you this number too.
Okay, brother. All right.
We're in the last days, brother.
Oh yeah, Revelation. We living it now.
Yeah, you gotta get much knowledge as possible, right? Because Isaiah the 33rd chapter said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our tongue.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
just look into the information for you.
Okay, thank you, brothers.
Are you
All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Where was we at? Yeah, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. He went like that. So that probably made him feel good. Like that Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Right, so that's what we out here to do. We ain't out here to argue with the damn Edomite on Christian apologies. Right? We out here to wake up and watch in the hate. Right, but we have to, study. Go to 2 Timothy 2 and 15. We have to study to show ourselves approved, because 1 Peter 3 and 15 says to be ready to give an answer to every man, right? 2 Thessalonians 5:21 says prove all things. So if somebody come up to us, we have to be, studied in knowledge to be able to defend the gospel, right? What I tell you to get? 2 Timothy 2 and 15, study to show ourselves approved.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Study to show thyself approved unto God, and a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Right? So we gotta study to show ourselves approved to God. Right? That's what every Hebrew Israelite should be doing. Because as I told the brother, wisdom and knowledge is going to be to stay busy with our time. There's going to come a time we ain't out here no more. When the Lord sent a family of the word, right? So you got to come into this knowledge as soon as possible. Right? Lord willing, the brother text the phone or whatever. You can text them the channels, right? So he can learn more. He looked in tune to the information. Give me Luke 15 and 10. I think it might be 10.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 15, verse 10.
Bring it out.
Likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repented.
Right? So it's joy in the heavens right now. Right. Because one brother, may repent to him, right? He may start going out his beard, wearing fringes. He said, where do I get those at? Right? So it's joy in the heaven when one sinner repent. And most of our elders, they don't like talking to us, right? But that brother, feel like that was good. It's joy in heaven. It's joy in heaven when one sinner repents. That's what we come out here to do. We don't come out here to just get on a white man all day, right? This truth is way more bigger than that. Like brother said in SOT, if your whole purpose in this truth is just to hate the so-called white man, you're going to be kicked out of any camp you in. Because that's not the whole purpose of this. The whole purpose is to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? That's the whole purpose, right? But we do realize, Salaki, that the white man is our enemy, right? According to the Bible, right? God hates them, right? So we're not going to love them, right? At least we got one brother. So we don't need nobody else. Right, so Lord willing, the brother takes you, look into the information. Lord willing, he get out here with us. One day. Yeah, the Sabbath coming up. Not tomorrow, but the day after that. Give me But faith, go to James chapter 2 and 17. But faith without works is dead. You know? Yeah, we know we can't be saved under the law, right? Under the law alone. We saved by grace at the end of the day. Because if I, you know what the bid I fall short, you know, what's going to save me? Is the law going to save me or grace? Like, grace is going to save me, right? So we know, you know, the law can't save us. But we know we still have to keep the law because we're going to read this, and we're going to go to Revelation 14 and 12, right? And like Paul said in Romans 6 and 1, right? Shall we then continue in sin because grace may abound? God forbid. Right? Read that.
This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone.
Right? So faith without works is dead. Like a Christian will tell you, you know, why y'all trying to keep that law? You under a curse. Right? You know. Really that's just talking about, you know, the curse of being put to death. You know. But we don't gotta get put to death no more because we got grace. But doesn't it say in what is that, Galatians chapter 2 and 3, that them that don't keep the law is under a curse? All right, so Christians are hypocritical.
Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Right? Because, you know, if I say I believe in somebody, it's going to require action. I got to do what that person told me to do to show that I believe in it, right? You know, that's why Christ said, Yahweh said in Luke chapter 6, why call me Lord, Lord, do not the things I say.
Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
Right? So the devils believe, you know. So that proves just believing ain't enough. Because go to Matthew 7 and 11 real quick. I mean 21. So what y'all say? Judgment day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord. So that proves believing isn't enough.
So you see 27?
No, I said 7:21.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
All right, so you can drop that. Not everyone that says, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, meaning they believe. Right? So that proves believing ain't enough. Right? There's no getting around that. Right? You got to have faith and keep the commandments. Go to Revelation 14:20.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
Right? So you got to keep the commandments and have faith in Christ, right? You don't want to be like the Pharisees, right? Because they kept the commandments, but a lot of them didn't believe in it. They believed he was the Son of God, right? So them keeping the law was just pointless, you know? We need to go to a more area. Right, so Christ only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He didn't die for everybody. Right? Christ didn't die for everybody. Now somebody come up and show me otherwise, I'll be trying to go on this. Make it clear. Christians don't give a damn at the end of the day. They're just trying to get content off of a so-called racist culture. But it mad at us for hating Edomites, but don't God hate them? You read Romans 9:13, Malachi 1-4. Right? You don't gotta do it. You can read Romans 9:13. Alright, so we supposed to love what God hates. Right? You know? If you go to Proverbs chapter 8, I think.
Is that 55?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 13.
Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
Right? To hate evil. We know we read Malachi, the first chapter, the Edomites are the border of wickedness, right? So why should we love an Edomite? No, it don't make sense. We'll be going against the Lord because we're loving wickedness. All the damn atrocities that the so-called white race committed, you know.
Pride and arrogancy and the evil way. And the froward mouth do I hate.
All right, so, you know, the fear of the Lord is to hate all evil. That's why, you know, we ain't out here just to get on so-called white race, but that's all, when Christians come up to us, that's the only thing they want to talk about. Is why can't the white man be saved? You know, we didn't even bring that up yet. You know, as I was saying, Christ didn't die for everybody. He only died for the lost sheep of the house of Israel out of his own mouth.
Right.
Give me Matthew 1:26. And then Matthew 2:6.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21.
Bring it out.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua. For he shall save his people from their sins.
He shall save his people from their sins. Who is his people? Read that.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah. For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
All right, who's his people?
My people Israel.
All right, so he was going to save his people, which we just read in Matthew 2:6. Right, 2:6, right? His people are the Israelites, right? So Christ didn't die for everybody, like I said. Go to John 11, verse 50. John 11, verse 50. And if Christ was here, Yahushua was here today, he would do the same thing, because according to Hebrews 13:8, he doesn't change. Right? So if a Canaanite woman walked up to him today, he'd do the same thing. We're going to get that in Hebrews 13:8.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 11, verse 50.
Bring it out.
Nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people.
For the people, read.
And that the whole nation perish not.
The whole what?
And that the whole nation perish not.
Right, the whole nation, singular, read.
And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
For that nation, right? You know, for one nation. We see that all throughout the Bible. Right? He was going to die for one nation. Right? That's why he said out of his own mouth, I'm not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? Now give me Matthew 15. Actually finish that. Slocky. Okay. Salaki for that. For the brothers and sisters watching and reading.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 11, verse 52. And not for that nation only,
Right? Not for, that nation only, but for who else?
but that also he should gather together in one, the children of God, that were scattered abroad.
Right? Who was scattered abroad? Give me James 1 and 1. But that's going into the Israelites that don't know they're Israelites. Read. James 1 and 1, please.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Yahushua, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
Just like John 11 and 52 says. Right? Not for that nation only, but for the children of God that scattered abroad. You read Romans 9 and 7, tell you the children of God came through the lineage of Isaac, right? Which would be Jacob and the Israelites. Right? Now what was you getting after that? Matthew 15:24.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
What did Yahushua say?
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, so Yahushua, out his own mouth, through the world enemy called Jesus Christ, right? He said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. There's no getting around that. Right? And he doesn't change. Go to Hebrews 13:8. So if he's seen a Gentile, a Canaanite woman today, he said the exact same thing.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Yahushua the same yesterday, and today, and forever.
Right? And forever. Like I said, you can't get around these scriptures, right? So, but Christians like to say because he blessed the Canaanite woman's daughter, that means salvation for everybody, right? But then Ishmael get blessed,
Right.
then Esau get blessed.
Right.
But we know Esau is destined for destruction when you read Obadiah chapter, the book of Obadiah. Right? So Yahweh tried to send it to aid tomorrow forever. So he didn't die for anybody. Even when you read Acts 5:29, the disciples were still pushing that same narrative that he only died for the children of Israel. But Christians like, the other nations were grafted in. God so loved the world. Same old stuff. A Jew is not one that was outwardly but inwardly. Well, a Jew that's one inwardly is an uncircumcised Jew, he with the commandments of God. Right? So, we tired of what else they come with, Jew nor Greek. These Christians don't know what's going on out there. We tired of their games. I'm tired of being having to deal with these false doctrines. That's why we just ready for this kingdom to end, right? Is that a so-called Mexican with a white man? I can't tell.
I can't tell.
He was. I heard him say he said something. I could tell I would read that same way when I hear it.
Me too.
Go to Joel chapter 1, chapter 3. Because we want war to go down, right? We tired of all this living comfortably, right? Getting up, having like nothing's happening in the world, right? Just want to get up, go to work, get this money, as if, you know, all hell ain't breaking loose everywhere else on the earth. Right? You got martial law that took place in South Korea. Now, I know they ended it, but, you know, that should be a wake-up call to Americans that, you know, that can happen at any moment. Right? What I tell you to get? Joel. Yeah, Joel type.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 6.
Bring it out.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Right, meaning to the Greeks, right? We were sold to the Greeks that you read. And you know, in the book of Maccabees, when we was under subjection to the Greek king Antiochus IV, right, read.
That ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up thy mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
That's it. All right, so, you know, the Gentiles should be getting ready for death and destruction, right? You know, give me that Revelations. I want to say it's about the same hour, just the 10th part of the book. Who's the challenge? Not 20. What was it? 11? I think it's chapter 11. Hey, look up on your phone real quick. Send it up to heaven in the cloud. I don't know why I can't think of it.
Send it up to heaven on a cloud.
Send it.
Think somebody get $4 for you? I think like $4.
I get it.
Anybody need a baby for sale? Baby for sale. Baby for sale. $4.
It looks like the car is up to the
Revelation 11 and 12.
Did you pause it? Okay, it's on. So, start verse.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Talking about that elect, right? So that's the chariots beaming them up, right? Before that, thermonuclear destruction come over here to Babylon the Great.
And their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Right, from that nuclear missile, right?
And the 10th part of the city fell.
Right, meaning all of the city fell to completion. Read.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Meaning all men, because 7 represents completion in the Bible too. Right?
And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven.
Right, so, when that nuclear missile go over here, if you don't get killed by a chariot, you will die, right? Everybody that's left over here will die. Right? If you a heathen, you don't got no choice but to die. There's only hope for the Israelites. Go to Romans 10:1. This was never about anybody else.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
All right, so only Israel can be saved. Right? For what's to come. Because you got to come back to the laws of God, right? If you want to be saved.
Right.
Because, give me an apocryphal come to save or to the works, right? You got to have works if you want to be saved.
Is that hour and 12?
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 7.
Bring it out.
And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith,
Right?
whereby ye have believed.
All right, so if you want to be saved as an Israelite, you got to have works and faith, right? Faith without works is dead. You show your faith by your works, right? So, in these last days, man, you got to come back to your heritage and keep the commandments of God to the best of your capabilities, right? But with that, y'all want to rock on. All right, with that, we want to say, death to America.
Death to America.
Kwame Yashrala.
Kwame Yashrala.